Is July 9th, 2026. Let's talk about black on black crime. As I said, because of my skin tone, I was actually rejected out of being classified in black culture. I know everything about the concept of Langston Hughes, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Harriet Tubman, several other women that were in slavery, not just women, but I do understand about the slave trade. Like I said, Queen Elizabeth partook in keeping the slave trade. Don't think I don't know my history. I do know black history. But the thing is we know black history in America. Why don't we talk about black history in Africa, in Trinidad, in Nigeria, in Brazil? Let's talk about Brazil and their soccer ideology. They needed good soccer players, so they actually went out and looked for African American soccer players. They told them, hey, if you come and play soccer for us in Brazil, we will give you a white card, so you will be classified as white and you will be treated well. No, they still got lynched out there. They still got disrespected. They still were paid very, very low compared to the white soccer players. Don't think that I don't know why affirmative action was here to begin with after the Jim Crow laws. I do know. However, black culture in the United States chose to deny me existence in the culture. I remember going to the Baptist church. Those women, I looked like a bird poo on a limousine. Those women were dressed beautifully, but because I chose to dress gothically, corsets, long sleeves, long jackets, always pants, never any skirts, because I always wear pants. I don't wear shorts either. And those women judged the hell out of me just because I wasn't black enough, I wasn't dressed to impress, and I wasn't falling down in the middle of sermon going, oh, I feel the spirit. It was ridiculous. So, sorry, Burning Bush Baptist Church. Sorry, I'm not black enough. Now, I've been called a traitor because people that have been with me and are Hispanic, yes, if they are good to me, I will defend them. It doesn't matter what they look like. Get that straight. Like I said, Elizabeth Forster, dark as night, beautiful black girl. I defended her in school. I was pushed around by black boys that wouldn't leave her alone and were trying to objectify her. So don't talk to me like I don't care about the black community. But let's talk about it. Yes, the concept of slavery still exists. My white family created a criminal enterprise to human traffic me, and then continued to orchestrate when we would die. Not just my side. This is the English royal family, the English family in England orchestrated when my Jewish ancestors would die, the Silas, and when the black ancestors on my side, my adopted family as well, would die so that they could get life insurance policies and then organ harvest us because they needed our DNA, they needed our blood to survive so they could deal with their incest deformities. Yes, slavery still exists for the black woman and the black man. I am not negating that. I just have not addressed it because, unfortunately, in the United States, black culture does not support black culture. We don't support each other. We could sit here and be upset about, women's suffrage in 1968 when we talked about white women didn't help black women, and that's exactly what pushed over the vote for women in general to even be allowed to vote. But don't forget, women in general do not fall under the Constitution. All men are created equal, and we need to keep acknowledging that. All men are created. It doesn't matter if you're a black woman, it doesn't matter if you're a white woman, it doesn't matter if you're an Asian woman, it doesn't matter if you're a Filipino woman. All men are created equal. So we're not even included in the Constitution for our inalienable rights. All of us as women in general are second-class citizens, regardless of immigration or not. And that is a big problem too. But let's go back to black on black crime. For example, I blank slate. If you treat me well, I treat you well. I don't care your race. I don't care your culture. I don't care your gender. I don't care your pronoun you decide to use. I don't care your orientation. I don't care. If you are good to me, I'm good to you. Period. Period. That's it. I don't care your religious faction. If you don't treat me that way, we're good. Now you treat my friend that way, we have a problem. If you're treating somebody else that way and I don't know, I mean, you can only go so far with that, but I wouldn't suggest doing that because I'll just bounce. I'll just leave. But my point is, instead of us being like, we're not doing anything about, black whatever, how about we start telling our black community to do something for each other? Because we are divided in our community. Period.